I've been here in the Clwyd Keys to learn more about the projects that we have been partnering with and been supporting around whales and dolphins. So Emma, I was hoping that you could tell us a bit more about what the history is, where does our partnerships come from, how does this all start?
We started to look at what else we could do to build on the great work of the pledge back in 2014, which was to only work with facilities that have whales and dolphins that had committed to not taking any more animals from the wild, which is a really important principle. And it was clear that we wanted to go further, and one of the things we were keen to do was offer our customers the opportunity to watch animals in the wild and really enjoy a richer experience for seeing them in the natural environment.
So I was talking to Dylan earlier from the World Cetacean Alliance, and such a great guy and such a great partnership that we're having with them. I'm curious if you can tell me a little bit more about the World Cetacean Alliance program.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're running a really exciting project at the moment with Virgin Holidays. There are a number of boat operators in this area, and we're bringing them together through the Virgin Holidays project. We're going to run a workshop, look at their standards, talk to them about how they run their businesses, and we're also going to head out on the water and do some auditing.
Can you tell us a bit more about when we go out on an audit, we go out in the water, what does it look like? What are we going to do exactly?
The most important thing is that each boat follows a set of guidelines or a code of conduct. So only staying with the animals for a certain amount of time, not getting too close to them, basically letting the dolphins control the nature of the encounter and not be hassled or harassed in any way. And let's have a look at the educational standards on board as well, how much information we get, how much do we learn from this experience?
Right now, both of these dolphins are sleeping. It's very easy to identify the motion. When they're sleeping, they shut half their brain and one eye. So we're going to wait for this other boat to have a look, and then we'll go up and look at these dolphin mating.
The whole experience is so much more incredible if you actually let the animals just be themselves in a natural environment. You know, see them feeding, see them sleeping, see them having a bit of fun together.
What's really important is you can go on tours like this and, you know, maybe come away with a sense of it's not quite right. And what really shone out about the tour that we just did was that Gary really knows these animals. The local operators talk to each other and they make sure that they're not going in and crowding them. So that's a richer experience for our customers.
So you also mentioned the workshop. What is that going to look like?
It's always really great just to get everybody together in a room. And we can talk about guidelines. So these are the set of practices that the boats will use to approach the animals.
As a captain myself, there are things that I didn't know about how to approach the dolphins, how to educate the public.
And the second element of the workshop will be around guiding skills and the educational experience. How do we get those messages in around what can customers do in their everyday lives to ensure that we can protect our oceans and protect dolphins long into the future? But let's do it in a fun, engaging and a positive way because people are on holiday.
Well, obviously, we also have this other important project that we're supporting with the National Aquarium in Baltimore that are the pioneers to develop a first dolphin sanctuary.
Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit more about how we got involved in that?
One of the things we were keen to do was support sanctuaries for animals that were potentially retiring and moving from captive facilities to a more natural experience. And we heard about John Racanelli at the National Aquarium in Baltimore. He'd made a decision, a very difficult decision, I imagine, to retire his dolphins in their dolphinarium there in Baltimore and actually move them to a sanctuary. A lot of change is going to go on, and it takes quite a long time to train the animals to get used to being handled and moved and transported to a different place.
What I really like is how they have this very clear dolphin first principle, and that's so clear in everything they do. That's been such an amazing experience to be here, to see the projects that we're actually supporting and to just have that wild experience, see the animals in their natural habitat, and there's just nothing that beats that experience.
We are delighted to be able to share that experience with other people and know that it's done in a responsible way so that the animal welfare is put at the heart of that experience.